everybody, so just for clarification, I don't think there's any change of rules or point system since last time, but if you want to make your own submission, just there should be a link to my Discord in the description below. You join, then you go to the section called Theme Fortress. You check the pins for like rules in this point system. You will see the up-to-date one and whatnot. Keep in mind, you can only only submit once per week, please. Like, respect that, because like right now I have 40 submissions. Like, I have 40 submissions just waiting, and I can probably do like maybe 14, 16 per episode if I really optimize it. So I think this is supposed to be like Santa Claus Medic. There are a lot of things that are like an issue with this loadout, so it gets like a pretty good 7 points still, because I do like the idea. I just think a big man of Christmas would have been better. Maybe throw it into loadout.tf, add a Blizzardy Storm effect, even though you can't get that on the big man of Christmas. And Festive Ubersaw would have been like, yeah, that would have been like, if all those things had been nailed down there, would have given like that would have been like a top score right there. My thinking of the theme in this is that it's supposed to be a Christmas tree, you know, like pretty good theme there with the everything just goes very well together. I'm not sure if there's actually used any kind of paint, but either or, like I'll still give it a bonus point. And we have the gray area where the backpack can kind of be a body cosmetic in that sense, so it's like 9 or 10 points, but I mean, definitely deserves that. I'm pretty sure the theme of this is supposed to be Father Christmas, and in my opinion that's basically Santa, but when he were more green than red, like basically before Coca-Cola modernized Santa in that sense. So I mean, it's pretty nice. Doesn't have an unusual effect, but it still managed to get 10 points. And I mean, really, that's why we made that bonus point, so people doesn't get like discouraged from doing something like this as an example. But I would still have loved to see like a Blizzardy Storm effect on it, but I mean, it still gets 10 points. Okay, so this is probably my worst nightmare. If Santa were a soldier. He ruins my toys for Christmas because I'm an NG main. But regardless, it's gonna get 10 points. It's pretty nice made, and it goes really well back to back with the previous one. So I think overall, like, I don't even need to explain this one. It's just Santa. Like, if Santa were a soldier, I don't know. He uses rocket jumping to deliver gifts with. Pretty much the same things as for the other loadout, except this could be like if Santa were a secret assassin. And like he sneaks into the house and kill people instead of like deliver gifts. I don't know, the hood gives that vibe in a sense that it's like either that or it's just like a blizzard outside and Santa doesn't want to like get his hair frozen, who knows. Like I can't really put a theme on it, so I'll have to take it as a troll submission. But if I were to like force a theme, then I would say like with the things looking together as they do, that it's supposed to be gifting me nightmares because it's like a skull, and skull doesn't really fit together with no gifts in that sense. And I'm pretty sure the backpack and hat can be painted, at least one of them. If that had been painted green, it would have like 4 points basically, but it's still getting 9 points, so it's okay. The theme for this loadout is clearly a gamer sitting with joystick, maybe in virtual reality or something. The jacket looks like it may be painted, I'm not sure. Even though it's not, I'll still give it the like whole point for being, you know, color matching, because it's like very heavily on red and white color, and it does look like it could be painted. So I mean, it definitely deserves 10 points. It is getting the bonus because it doesn't have the unusuals, but everything else seems to fit together, so pretty nice loadout. Like the theme for this is some sort of like nightmare fuel, serial killer, murder kind of thing. It like screams all of those set things, and it's getting 10 points for that. Everything is just fitting so well together. If the hood can actually be painted, it would have been better with white for like the color matching. I know this is done on like Loadout.tf, so I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end because it gets that bonus point, but you know, it's still worth noting. But it's pretty well made, to be honest. I think the theme is supposed to be like he's ready for a snowball fight, and the dragon shoe is supposed to be like a gun that's loaded with snowballs and ready to fire them. That's at least what I think we're like being on for here. I think a non-war painted dragon shoe would have looked better for this, and I think that there could also have been done some color matching, because the head warmer is like white fur, while the Sub-Zero suit is a more like like it have some different color texture to it. So if those two had been like painted so they like had the same kind of color fitting there, then I think that could have improved it a bit. Maybe a Blizzardy Storm effect, maybe drag it into loadout.tf and do it, I don't know. But it's still getting a nice 8 points though. Okay, so I think this is just a personal loadout that was submitted, but like that's the only thing that would make sense. But if I were to put a theme on it, I think it's some sort of like Western bandit like person that have like a sniper rifle maybe. But I mean, still getting 9 points because I'm trying to put that on, but I'm 100% sure that this is just a guy who submitted his own loadout just to get it showcased. And I really should encourage that stuff because a lot of people seems to do that, but I still am. So 9 points for this one. I'm not even gonna justify the points or anything. This is 2 different submissions, but they kind of have the same Western theme. One is like a bandit, the other's a sheriff. I thought it were like perfect to just put them both together here, and then both of them just get 10 points because it's so nice and they just fit nicely together on screen as well. So definitely pretty good loadouts there. My initial thought when I saw this was that it was supposed to be some sort of cultist kind of thing, and then my mind quickly went into, oh, it's an acolyte from Warcraft 3, even though when I mentioned that, I kind of got the vibe that that's not what it's supposed to be. But hey, it looks very fitting. Like, you can Google it, you can kind of maybe see the resemblance, especially on like the character portrait of the acolyte. But sure, they don't have a pickaxe, right? But they still mine gold and they build buildings, and you know, I can dig the pickaxe, and I know I'm just mining for gold with these puns here, but hey, I mean, the submission is pretty golden, so you will take that and move on. The theme is supposed to be like very pro poker player that apparently takes it a bit too serious. I mean, I would have loved to see a bankrolled weapon, but I know Loadout.tf can't do that. But I'm giving it a bonus, like the bonus, because I know that that could technically have been the option, and I do like the loadout and such. So getting the bonus there isn't really any color thing. That's where, like, if it had been a bankroll, it would have kind of fit in. It would actually have given like 10 points without the bonus with a bankrolled revolver. So I mean, it's still worth noting. It's still a very nice loadout. It definitely would deserve 10 points, but I'm giving it 9. Like, this is another very Western sheriff engineer loadout, maybe the good old cop from the future. It have a very mixed thing because of the gunslinger. I think this would have been better without the gunslinger, and there isn't really any color matching either, but it still gets 8 points, so it's pretty okay. So I think the theme for this is that it's supposed to be the devil, like he's even smoking, he's got that covered, so everything seems to be in order here, and I'm even giving it the bonus so it can get 10 points, else it would have gotten 9 because I don't really see any color matching going on. But I mean, the head could have been painted black and the bow tie could have been painted black, that would have settled it. You know, still giving it the 10 points though, but with a bit of notes, like usual when I give 10 points, I guess. So here we have another situation of this where, well, they're basically using the same cosmetics, but it's different unusual effect. I mean, both of them have a very futuristic, I'd say Martian, but I just mean alien-like look. And I really like it. It's pretty good. I think both of them deserves 10 points. They even have like the color matching done, so like one is using Team Spirit to like go with the red color of it all, and the other is using green, but they're still pretty much the same kind of thing there. And if your loadout haven't been shown, then like it's most likely gonna be shown at some point. And remember, you can submit weekly, so like submit another loadout if you really want to have a loadout shown, and then you know eventually it will pile up, and then maybe you get 2 loadouts in one episode, who knows. Like as it is right now, I still have like quite a bunch of submissions, and I can't get through them all, sadly. So I'm trying to do the best thing I can do to make sure that everybody gets their like their submissions, if they are like good enough in my opinion, shown. And like like if I can give them like good enough points, like I'm not gonna take anything that I can't really give any points. So just so you know, before you try and like try to trick into getting the lowest possible score if you're one of those people. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you again next time.